Girl Nika back on the Sauce channel. If you would love to learn how to make this egusi and nice pando, stay tuned on the channel and I'll be talking you through step by step on how to do so. So guys, thank you so much for coming back on the channel all the time. And if you've not subscribed, please remember to do so and also like or comment on the pictures. So today I'm just going to be showing you all my ingredients. So you can see that I've got some pepper, so I've got some big pepper, and I've got some Scotch bonnet, and also I've got some onion. And as you do know, anytime I'm making anything through like a 4 or after the day, I don't usually use plum or tomato. I basically just use big pepper, Scotch bonnet, and onion, and I'm gonna blend those together shortly. And we'll also be talking to the rest of the recipe. So I've got some salt, and I've got some locust beans. I've got some Maggi, and I've got some crayfish, and I've got some spinach. So this spinach is not the normal frozen spinach that I usually use. This is just a normal fresh spinach that you cut, boil. You can boil it or you can just put some water on it and rinse out and squeeze the water out. The reason why I'm using this one is they are a little bit more crunchy when you put them in sort of stuff like egusi, okra or anything like that, rather than using the frozen ones. And that's the reason why I always use this one. So as you can see, I've also got some palm oil. I don't use all this palm oil in one go. I'm probably going to put a little bit first and then I'll see how it goes, so then I can put a little bit more. The reason for that is because egusi don't really need a lot of palm oil, so make sure you put in bit by bit. And I've got some stockfish. For my stockfish, what I usually do is I soak them in water or water and salt for days. So with this one, I've done it for 3 days. All I was just doing was throwing out put the hot water in the night and throw it out in the morning and put another one for 3 days. And after I was happy with, or I was pleased with how soft it was, I just put it in a bag and froze it. And after that, I just pop it back out of the freezer when I'm ready to use. And I've also got some snail. So this snail, I just from snail, I get them from Nigeria. And what they usually do to them is obviously remove the shell and clean them, fry them, pepper them a little, and kind of season them anyway. So when I'm ready to use them, I just pop them out of my freezer, frost them, and they're good to go. I don't need to do any cleaning or any washing or anything like that. They're perfect for me to use. And I'm also going to be putting that in my egusi today. And last but not the least, I've got my egusi there. It's already a blended one, so I don't need to blend it. All I'm just going to be doing is adding some water. And as you can see, I've got my special Maggi. I use this Maggi for basically everything, except I don't have it or I can't find them in shop. That's when I don't use them, but I always have them. And I've got some water there that I'm going to be using to blend the egusi. And as you can see, as usual, I've already started boiling my meat. So once that meat is boiled, what I'm going to do is I've actually grilled them because I'm making egusi and I like my egusi to look a little bit fried. I always grill my meat for egusi. Once they're ready, I'm just going to pop them into my air fryer and grill them for a couple of minutes before I start using them. So while the meat was boiling, what I've just quickly done there was just blend down my pepper. As you can see, I've just blend it as normal. It doesn't have to be as rough as you blend one for, you know. And I'm just going to basically quickly mix my egg. And what I usually do is I just throw in my crayfish and pour it into the egusi. So you can use as much as you want, obviously. I'm going to use this all up. And then add a tiny little bit of water. You don't want it too thick or you don't want it too loose as well, so just mix first, and if you think you need more water then you can add bit by bit. This is also optional. I don't do it, but I've seen a lot of people use it. Some people usually break egg and put it into this egusi mix, and I'm sure the reason why they do that is just because it gives it that fluffiness and so. I just don't like it, and that's the reason why I don't use it in mine. And remember, I always try to keep my recipe as simple as possible. You just mix that really well. You also have the option to just throw that crayfish right into your sauce when you start frying, rather than actually mixing it with your egusi. But this is how I do mine. I always mix my crayfish with my egusi. So that's perfect and ready to go. So as you can see, my meat is now finally boiled, and I've already put them in the air fryer and they're now grilling. So we're just gonna start frying now. So I've got my palm oil. I'm adding a little bit of that, not the whole lot. And then I'm just gonna be adding the pepper. And because as I can see, it doesn't have to be as thick as if you're making a tortilla or for so I'm just gonna rinse out my blender and also throw that water in there. And remember, because the egusi paste that I made, it is quite thick anyway, you might just need a little bit of water to go along with, so put in bit by bit until you get the right kind of texture you're looking for in your. So with that, I'm just literally gonna start throwing in everything else. So I've got my salt, and I've got my Locus beans. I'm gonna be adding in some Maggi, and then I'm gonna be adding in some of my special Maggi. I like to cook with different flavors, just that really nice taste. Just mix it all together. So the two things I'm going to be putting in first, I'm going to be putting my snails. The reason being is I want the sauce to really go into the snail, and that's why I'm throwing it straight away. And also my stockfish, just so the seasoning and the pepper can go in really well. So once that is in now, what I'm just going to do is cover that up and let it cook for roughly about 5 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, that is now cooked up. And my stockfish is now on the snail. So what I'm just going to be doing now is just showing in my grilled meat. All together and make sure that the seasoning goes well into the other meat. Cover back up again. Okay, so that is now well cooked up. So the next thing we'll be adding is adding in our egusi paste. cut that with a spoon bit by bit. Like this. I'm just going to rinse that bowl out so I can also put that in. Obviously, like I did say, egusi does need a bit of water, so anything that you can rinse in, you don't have to waste. Rinse the bowl. You know, but I do it anyway. And cover up again for another 5 minutes. Okay, as you can see, the that's now well cooked. What I'm just going to do is start mixing that into the sauce. And at this stage, whatever you're going to be in that with, you can start preparing. So because I'm going to be having that with some pounded yam, I'm just going to start boiling some water in a kettle. And I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more palm oil. So we'll be putting in my spinach at this point. Remember, the reason why I've not thrown the spinach in a while ago is just because I want it to stay crunchy. Now that spinach, I tried to defrost it, but it's still a little bit frozen in the middle. So I'm just going to throw it on the top of the pot and just let it eat, just defrost it fully. So now I'm going to be reducing my heat and just let that steam for a while, just for that spinach to go spread around in the sauce. So as you can see, that's now frost. I'm just going to mix that really well into the egg. Now at this point, I think my egusi looks fine, but if you feel like you need a bit more water in yours and you want it a little bit, so here we go. There is my egusi ready, and there isn't too much palm oil, too much water. Everything just looks perfect. And now I'm just going to be showing you how to make your two different dough. So as you can see, I've already thrown some hot water in my pot, and I'm just going to be adding tiny little bit of butter. Instead of butter, you can always add a little bit of oil as well, but I always use butter. And my swallow pot is back again. I used to call it my amala pot, but it's actually my swallow pot. And yeah, so I'm just going to throw in the powder bit by bit. Remember, because it's pounded jam, it can be really hard. So if you put too much powder, it will be really hard for you to turn. So make sure you're not putting too much in one go. Throw it in bit by bit until the water is not as loose as again. So once you have that consistency, you can then stop putting in more. But I'm gonna add a little bit more into mine there. The portion that I'm making right now, it is for 3 people, so 2 adults and a child. And if you need more, or if you're making for more people, then I'll advise to use a bigger pot and just keep turning. So now that is well mixed together, I'm just gonna add more water in, just to make sure that this is enough and smooth. So at this point, I've already reduced my heat, and all I'm just waiting is for this to cook up and let that water cook in. Now I'm just going to be turning that again. So after mixing that water in, if you still feel like it's not soft enough as much as you want it, then you can just keep adding water until you get the right softness that you want. As you can see, mine look almost perfect. Just gonna throw in a tiny little bit more water because I like my pando to be very soft. And what I'm just gonna do as well is you can just keep pressing in that with your hand just to keep it soft enough. Yeah, so that'll be the last bit of water I'm pouring in mine. I'm just gonna mix that together and turn off my cooker at this stage. So the second type that I'm going to be showing you is the one that you can make in a microwave. All you need is just a little cup like that and have your powder ready. And I'm just going to be using a spoon this time and adding in a tiny little bit of butter. I've already got some boiled water in my kettle. Add that water and then add your flour. And remember again, you're just mixing in bit by bit. This type of pando is really good for if you're making maybe a portion for just one person, or if you're making for maybe one adult and a child. If you're going to be making for a lot of people, I'll advise to just go with the pot instead. So now that I've got enough powder there, I'm just going to keep mixing. See, I'm using a spoon. You don't need the wooden spoon or anything like that for this one. And remember, but the butter that I've put in is what makes it taste smooth when you're mixing. So it's always good to add that butter or a tiny little bit of oil. Alright, so now that all the powder is mixed in, I'm gonna add in a tiny little bit of water to get this cooked in the microwave. Okay, so that's ready to go in the microwave now. Just pop that in and turn your microwave on for 30 seconds. It depends on how fast your microwave is. If it's not very fast, or it's not very hot, sorry, then I'll say you do a minute, but I'll just put them in 30 seconds. And now that that is done, all I'm just going to do is mix that water into the pando. Like I said, this method is really good for if you've already have a sauce in the fridge and it's just for yourself. You might as well just do it this way, because then you have one less dirty pot, and it's a lot easier for you to clean this cup rather than cleaning the pot. And once you mix together, that will give you the final and the really soft pando you're looking for. So that's all that ready for you now, and thanks so much for watching this video. See you again next time. Bye. Before collect, bonnet, body to correct.